Great Conquerors. Biographies of William the Conqueror, Alexander the Great, and Napoleon Bonaparte. Written by Kelly Mass, narrated by Doug Greene.
Alexander the Great. The Rise and Fall of the Macedonian Empire. Written by Kelly Mass. Narrated by Doug Greene. Chapter 1. Alexander as an Individual. Alexander the Great, who was also called Alexander the Third or Alexander of Macedonia, was born in 356 BC at Pella, in Macedonia, which is northwest of Thessaloniki, in the country Greece. He passed away on June 13th, 323 BC in Babylon. For the longest time, he was the prime ruler of Macedonia, from 336 to 323 BC, who defeated the Persian Empire, brought Macedonian arms to India, and laid the structures for the Hellenistic world of regional realms. At the time, he was already the topic of amazing stories and narratives. He later ended up being the idol of a major legend which was bearing the sketchiest similarity to his actual historic journey. His character. Alexander maybe earned the nickname the Great as a result of his exceptional triumphs as an army leader. He never ever lost a fight, regardless of usually being surrounded by enemies and heavily outnumbered. That was because of use of surface, phalanx and cavalry strategies, strong technique, and the intense commitment of his soldiers. The Macedonian phalanx, equipped with the sarissa, a spear 6 meters, about 20 feet long, had been developed and refined by Philip II through strenuous training, and Alexander used its speed and maneuverability to great impact against bigger but more diverse Persian forces. Alexander also acknowledged the potential for disunity amongst his varied army, which employed numerous languages and weapons. He conquered this by being personally associated with fight, in the way of a Macedonian king. In his very first fight in what was Asia at the time, at Granicus, Alexander used only a little part of his armies, maybe 13,000 infantry with 5,000 cavalry, against a much bigger Persian force of 40,000 men. Alexander put the phalanx at the midpoint and cavalry and archers on the sides, so that his line matched the distance of the Persian cavalry line, about 3 kilometers, which is about 1.86 miles. On the contrary, the Persian infantry was stationed behind its cavalry. That guaranteed that Alexander wouldn't be outmaneuvered.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?